Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Mokbari, and today I would like to invite you to think differently about how we share ideas, solve problems, and learn from one another. Today, I will be talking about the power of panel discussion and why it is still one of the most effective forms of communication in education and society. Well, we live in a wonderful of complex challenge, from education and technology to social issues and global problems. The questions we face today are no longer simple. They cannot be answered by one person, one discipline, or one perspective alone. However, many discussions still rely on a single speaker delivering information, while the audience listening quickly. Although this method can be useful, it often limits the reaches of ideas that could emerge from collective thinking. This is where panel discussion becomes highly valuable. A panel discussion is a structured conversation that involves several speakers, usually experts or individuals with different background discussing a specific topic in front of an audience. Each panels bring their own experience, opinions, and expertise. Instead of offering one absolute answer, panel discussion opens space for exploration, conversation, and deeper understanding. One of the strongest advantage of panel discussion is diversity of perspective. When people from different backgrounds still together and talk about the same topic, we begin to see how our issue can be understood in many ways. For example, in an education panel discussion, a lecturer, a student, and a policy maker may discuss the same problems but from very different points of view or POV. This diversity helps the audience develop critical thinking skills and avoid viewing issues in a narrow or biased way. Panel discussion also encourage meaningful dialogue. Unlike traditional speech, panel discussion allows speakers to respond to another one. Ideas are challenged, clarified, and expanded in real time. This interaction makes discussion more dynamic and authentic. It shows us that disagreement does not have to lead conflict, but can instead lead to growth and better solution when handled respectively. Another important aspect of panel discussion is audience engagement. In a discussion, the audience is not just a passive listener. Through question and answer session, the audience become an active participant in the discussion. This interaction allows people to express curiosity, share opinions, and connect the topic to their own experience. As a result, learning becomes more meaningful and memorable. Panel discussion also help develop an essential communication skill. For panelists, it is an opportunity to practice speaking clearly, listening actively, and responding thoughtfully. For the audience, it is a challenge to practice critical listening and asking relevant questions. These skills are extremely important not only in academic settings but also in professional and social environments. Furthermore, panel discussion create a collaborative learning environment. Instead of competing to be right, panelists work together to explore ideas. This collaborative approach reflects real life problems solving, where solutions are often created through teamwork rather than individual effort. In this way, Panel discussion prepare us for real world communication and decision making. However, it is important to remember that a successful panel discussion requires gut preparation and moderation, a clear topic balance, panelists, and a skilled moderator are essential. Without structure, discussion can become unfocused or dominated by one speaker and organized. Well, panel discussion can be a powerful tool for sharing knowledge and inspiring new way of thinking. In conclusion, panel discussion are more than just a method of discussion. They are reflective of how knowledge should be shared in a complex and diverse world. They remind us that learning is not about having all the answer, but be about being open to listening, question, and understanding different perspective. As students, educators, and future professionals, embracing panel discussion meaning means embracing dialogue, collaboration, and mutual respect. And in a world that needs more understanding and comprehension, that may be one the most important lessons we can learn. That's all for me. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.